Good morning. My name is Amy Liu, and the title of my chapter talk is Emotional Support Animals, More Than Just Pets. According to the Service Animal Registry, quote, emotional support animal is a person's pet that has been prescribed by a person's licensed therapist, psychologist, or psychiatrist, end quote. Emotional support animals are responsible for bringing comfort and minimizing the negative symptoms of one's psychological disability without professional training. Therefore, emotional support animals should be introduced for people's daily care regarding their role in relieving symptoms of stress, loneliness, and psychosocial disorders, particularly in the settings of campus, hospitals, and prisons, where people are mostly associated with these issues. The presence of emotional support animals on campus can effectively relieve stress and help students perform better on schoolwork. Stress as a major problem among students not only triggers negative emotions, but also interferes with the cardiovascular level and functioning of the immune system. However, having the support of animals can counteract these adverse effects. An experiment was done at St. Catherine University that students were accompanied by rabbits. At the end, students self-reported a much lower perceived stress level with emotional support animals present. In the long run, students who own pets and constantly interact with them feel less stressed and surprisingly perform better academically because animals facilitate the improvement in the ability to comprehend and gain additional knowledge. Other than relieving stress for college students, emotional support animals positively influence the inmates' behavioral and psychosocial outcomes in prisons. Due to long jail terms, inmates exhibit a high prevalence of psychosocial deficits, such as poor emotion regulations and insufficient social skills. A human-animal interaction program in prisons of several states required the inmates to take responsibilities of the dogs and train them for a few weeks. The results showed that the inmates who adopted dogs exhibited greater improvement in social skills while showed less infraction according to the prison administrator. These insignificantly obvious changes show slightly reduced criminal behaviors and suggest a lower rate of recidivism. Even these slight changes can be significant when applied to the huge justice system. Another place emotional support animals are applicable for is the hospital, where patients typically need more companionship and motivation than people in other occasions. Even with pharmacological support to mitigate their pain, patients are still vulnerable under the stress of illnesses. Animal interaction is achieved to reduce patients' sense of social isolation by promoting positive emotions and a sense of tranquility. Nurses often report that many patients only speak or show true enthusiasm with the presence of animals, which is particularly beneficial for the patients who just experience trauma in a way that they can open up. In short, emotional support animals should be strongly encouraged in the settings of campus, prisons, and hospitals where people commonly share the experience of stress. They benefit one's well-being physically and mentally, as well as improving psychosocial behaviors. Thus, the use of emotional support animals should be further investigated, and whether they are worth being applied to other occasions in the future should be the next question to consider. Thank you.